alleen zu bleiben.
Shalom Chaverim, we are this week celebrating Pesach, and this Shabbat is called Chol Hamoed Pesach, Shabbat Chol Hamoed, which means the Shabbat in between the day of celebrating Pesach. We are the most important days of Pesach at the beginning and the end, and in this Shabbat is the Shabbat Chol Hamoed, which is this Shabbat that we can, we have to rest, but reading and study about Pesach. That's why we are not reading from the book of Leviticus. We are reading from the part in the Torah which appears Pesach, Passover, which is Exodus chapter 33, and we are reading that Et Hag Matzot Tishmor Shivat Yamim Tochal Matzot Asher Tziviticha LaMoed Chodesh Aviv Ki B'Chodesh Aviv Yatzata MiMitzrayim. And this means, and you will celebrate the festival of the matzah for 7 days, because this is the time that God took us from Egypt, and this is the time of spring. That's one of the names of Pesach. Pesach is Pesach because God passed over all the last plague of our ancestors' houses. We call as well Hag HaMatzot, the festival of the matzah, because we eat matzah. We call Chag Aviv, the festival of spring, because it's springtime and we celebrate the freedom. And we call as well Chag Zman Heiruteinu, the time that we are celebrating our freedom. Those are the ways, the name that we celebrate Pesach. So far, all of us, we had the first and second Seder, which is the time that we gather. And the important things that always I will try to remind people is to not just to go to eat, it's just to have the possibility of feeling that we are part of our ancestors who left Egypt. Bechol dor vador hayav adam liot et atzmo keilu hu yatsa miMitzrayim. And this means in every generation, every single human being needs to see himself, herself, as someone who left Egypt. And that's the most important part, to feel that we were slaves, we were strangers in a land, and all our history is history of people who came from place to place, until finally we set up in our country, in this country, in the hand of the brave, in the hand of the free. So in the home of the free, in the land of the brave as well. That's a good way of feeling that we connect to the place and we breathe that freedom that is important that our ancestors taught us as well. So it's difficult sometimes when you go to a place to not eat, but it's always important to feel that why we are doing that. We're not coming to a Seder to celebrate Pesach to eat. We're coming to feel that what our ancestors felt when they're living in Egypt. I hope that this always will be something I always will remember, to believe that we are experiencing what our ancestors were doing. Bechol dor vador hayav adam liot et atzmo keilu hu yatsa miMitzrayim. In every generation, every single human being has to see himself, herself, as they left Egypt. Shalom, Chag Sameach to all of you.
Oh, es ist gut, allein zu bleiben mit